but yeah, back to our girl Liz. I remember a couple weeks ago when she became the PM. I was like, who is this Liz Truss person? Well, a lot of people have answered my question. You know, a lot of canny listeners have cued me in on Truss mania. Okay, fact number one about Liz Truss: she's a goer. She's a right bird and a proper
fit.
slag. She's fit. She's fit. And now we've had sort of like blind items submitted to us about PM Liz, and apparently, like, her signature thing is, how shall I put this? Acquiring power for herself through her asshole.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't know how else to put this. Apparently, she's a fan of anal, or at least a blind item saying there's, like, you know, certain British politician
Allegedly,
a certain British politician has fucked her way to the top of the bloody Tory party, but has done it in a very specific way.
Down the dirt road.
Yes, exactly.
Who's the source on this?
Option number 3.
Who's the source on this? Like a 7th grader?
Very well could be, knowing our listeners.
Yeah.
But
It was Ralph Wiggum.
Then I saw one of the babies, and the baby looked at me.
And other people pointed out that, like, she wears a necklace that would seem to or like people interpret as connoting being in an active BDSM relationship.
It's called apparently, I just found this out. It's called a day collar, and it's something that you wear to signal that you are you're the property of somebody else.
Right. And like
no one actually likes doing that stuff. Like, no one thinks any of that's hot. They just like want to be vampires.
I mean, they do. Yeah.
It's like a day collar would be like, you know, your night collar. You know, you're at an orgy. You know, like that's like a nice thick piece of leather.
Yeah, sure.
Got enough, you know, like a ring for a leash that you can attach to it.
Mm-hmm.
But the day collar is like, you know, for the
Just a symbol.
for when you're being a day walker.
Yes.
Yeah.
if you're a BDSM person that, like, you know, has a job and but it's still in a 24/7 DS relationship, you got to be a day walker.
Very interestingly, that she didn't always wear this. This hasn't been her thing her entire public career. She started wearing it after she admitted publicly that she had had an affair, but stayed with her husband. They stayed together.
That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Tory politicians. I especially like the women. They're all Kelly Loeffler.
Mm-hmm.
They're all like if Kelly Loeffler became president.
Yeah.
They're all like the least charismatic Republicans you could find.
It's amazing.
Like, yeah, you don't, for Tories at least, Boris Johnson seemed like an outlier because he seemed like the only one who sort of like had this force of personality and this like distinct like brand, I guess.
Yeah.
Everyone else is like fucking Richard Burr. If Richard Burr became president, that's how they pick them. They just find like the most boring, most anti-charismatic person.
They're wildly
I mean,
colorless.
like, if these allegations are true, I'd say Liz is far from boring.
No, I'd say that's like what boring people do to like try to add something. Like that's what the fucking computer guy at someone's job does.
I'm not referring to the the BDSM relationship because, you know, like, whatever that's washed at this point anyway. What I mean is, like, in the blind item that I was sent by, you know, an eagle-eyed 7th grader in Ireland. Apparently the unnamed Tory politician who fucked her way to the top through option number 3, shall we say. Apparently the catchphrase that she would tell blokes is "go in dry."
That's not like I have a lot of trouble believing a lot of this. Go in dry. So what? She was just like, she was in the exchequer meetings bleeding from her asshole. Going dry.
Is your source on this reliable?
No, I am fact checking this. This is just no.
I don't think any true British patriots fact check these items.
No. I'm calling Glenn Kessler. I'm just saying, like, the guy.
Talk about pants on fire. Woo!
I'm saying that the guy who fucked her had to have like the most ergonomic dick ever. He had to, like, in order for her to, like, okay, so the allegation is she is just pretty much daily getting rawed out in the asshole dry, like probably like taking a Dyson Airblade and just shooting it into her asshole so it's as dry, as painful and possible as possible. Or like the maximum like chafing and bleeding, like if a chubby person ran a marathon, their inner thighs. Okay, and I'm just supposed to believe this, like sight unseen, no corroboration.
Okay, but if that were true, though, don't you think it would make her pretty interesting?
Yeah, I mean, I guess. Yeah, like I would like to interview her about it. I would like to be like, why do you like that?
Yeah, what's your deal?
Yeah, because I've never heard of like any woman liking that specifically.
But keep in mind, she is British, though.
I guess they do like suffering.
They do get off
They
on
love
it.
being
That's true.
miserable.